Well, new tonight, police in Auburn have a warning about a new scam. People are posing as officers, telling residents they have a warning out for their arrest, or a warrant, I should say, out for their arrest, and they need to send money. We actually spoke to a resident who took one of those calls over the weekend.
ABC 10's Roxanne Elias joins us live in studio now with those details. Roxanne, this is serious.
It is, Laura. Now, the woman I spoke with earlier today says this is a pretty scary situation because the scammers had her address and she believed they had actually visited her home. She's now sharing advice for others who may be the next target.
He began to tell me I was involved in some kind of lawsuit.
This Auburn resident, who does not want to be identified, says she was the target of a scam Saturday afternoon. She says a man with a deep voice called her cell phone multiple times until she called back.
And then he told me since I didn't show up to court, there was a bench warrant out for my arrest and that somebody was going to arrest me. And I said, no, that's not true.
The man identified himself as an Auburn police officer she knows and said a deposition was delivered to her home.
The most concerning thing is that they said they had come out to my house and then they had said my home address. That was concerning to me.
Sergeant Joe Almeida says a handful of similar calls were also reported to the Auburn Police Department over the weekend.
What they were concerned about was they were getting notifications, whether it be they might have a warrant and this is how you take care of it. They have outstanding documents, tickets, parking stuff, and they would pay with gift cards or do some type of deposit.
He says people believe these scams are real because they claim to be the police department calling you. But he says law enforcement agencies will never ask you to pay over the phone.
We typically will go out to your residence, so we're going to be in full uniform. We'll have her identification so you can verify whatever you need from us if we're not in full uniform. And that's how we make our contact if there's outstanding warrants or if there's any paperwork issues.
Other red flags include asking you for personal information such as your social security number and bank information.
On the call, they did tell me I was being recorded, and I said, okay, great, so you're going to record me asking you questions to verify whether or not this is true. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to follow your gut, because if your gut is telling you it's off, it's probably for a reason.
Now, Auburn police say it's usually the elderly who are targeted by these scams, but they don't believe that that's the case in this type of situation. So they're asking all residents to stay vigilant, hang up right away if you get a call like this, and notify your local police agency.
Good to know, Roxanne. Thank you.